Just after 6:30, time to get you caught up on the big local stories of the day.
The price of that poke plate or sashimi appetizer that you love so much could be going up if a treaty-based organization gets its way.
That's because the amount of big-eye tuna caught by Hawaiian longliners could be cut nearly in half. That could result in some sticker shock. KITV4's Andrew Pereira has more on the big debate over big-eye tuna.
Since 2009, Hawaii-based longliners have been allowed to pull in about 8.3 million pounds of big-eye tuna. The delectable fish is the most popular type of ahi in the islands.
Certainly big-eye is the dominant fish in the longline fishery in particular, and is the desired fish for sashimi and poke here.
But under a recommendation by the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Commission, the amount of big-eye hauled in by longliners could be cut to a little over 5 million pounds per year.
We think of the impact to the fishing industry, the families of the people that are in the fishing industry, so it would be pretty catastrophic all around.
And if the quota for the highly sought-after big-eye tuna is reduced, that could result in higher prices for consumers in 2014.
At Keung Seafood, customers snap up about 40 pounds of big-eye tuna every day.
Because of the tasty, the small, medium size, and then the big eye, the taste is different, and then quality.
Next week, scientists who advise the Western Pacific Fishery Management Council here in Hawaii will meet to discuss the proposed reduction in big-eye catches. The council will then send delegates to a meeting in Australia in December where the new quota will be considered.
So we're trying to find a way that a measure that does, provide some relief for big-eye stocks, at the same time doesn't have a catastrophic effect on the longline fishery here in Hawaii.
We operate under very tight constraints as it is, and with very tight limits, and reduction of those limits would have a huge impact on the industry, potentially millions of dollars.
Critics of the proposed quota say the real problem in maintaining the health of big-eye fisheries lies with purse-seine vessels that utilize fish aggregation devices before setting their large vertical nets into the water.
You catch a lot of the little big-eye, they don't grow up to be big-eye, which are more valuable, and then it also depresses the maximum sustainable yields.
Andrew Pereira, KITV4 News.
The U.S. government opposes the proposed big-eye quota for Hawaiian longliners.
But if that quota is not approved, Hawaiian longliners would operate under the status quo.